Eastern Washington is opening up. More details on where you can go.
In a pileup on a Texas highway, we have the damage coming up next on Murrow News 8.
Good evening. I'm Chris Mitchell.
And I'm Ava Wainhouse. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Governor Jay Inslee announced today that the Northeast, North Central, and Northwest and Southwest regions are moving to Phase 2 starting Monday. Indoor services and events are back at 25% capacity. Retail stores and theaters are also back at 25% capacity. Concert venues, zoos, aquariums, and other venues will reopen for groups of 15 to 25 depending on the capacity. The South Central region is the only region across Washington still in Phase 1.
Student graduation fees will not be reduced this year, despite the graduation ceremony being online this spring due to the pandemic. During a Senate meeting Wednesday, ASWSU President Curtis Cohen said it seems the university is spending more money on shipping graduation supplies this semester than usual. ASWSU senators passed a bill that states for a student fee initiative to pass, at least 3% of students must vote.
Two residents of Pullman Sunnyside Hill awoke to fire in their mobile home around 3 this morning. The two went to their bed with their furnace ticking and eventually caught fire. Pullman City firefighters extinguished the fire, leaving one firefighter in the hospital for smoke inhalation. They were released shortly after. The Pullman Fire Department credits the residents' smoke alarm for saving their lives.
One new case of coronavirus was reported at WSU Thursday. That brings the total number of active cases on the campus to 11, with 6 of those being students.
A COVID-related death has been reported in Whitman County. According to Pullman Radio, a coronavirus death was reported in Whitman County. Whitman County Public Health has reported 38 local residents who have died from COVID-19 since the start of the pandemic. Whitman County has also reported 3 cases of COVID-19 in the last couple days.
According to KHQ, the CDC has stated those who have been fully vaccinated for COVID-19 do not need to quarantine if they are exposed to the virus. To be considered fully vaccinated, people need to have received the 2 doses of the vaccine. Quarantining is said to be unnecessary for fully vaccinated people with 3 months of their second dose and who are not experiencing any symptoms. It is still recommended everyone should wear a mask and social distance.
Dr. Anthony Fauci is optimistic about how many people will be vaccinated come April. He went as far as to say it will be open season on NBC's Today Show. Not only is the rate of vaccinations rising, but vaccines will become more accessible as their production continues to increase as well. With the months to come being vital, realistic herd immunity could be reached by the end of the summer.
According to KREM News, Spokane Council member for District 1, Kate Burke, has decided to not seek re-election after her first term. Burke began her position in 2018 and her term will end in 2021. Jonathan Bingle, who ran for Spokane mayor in 2019, announced his running for the position. Elections will be held in November.
What did the Democrats have to say at the Trump impeachment trial? In a scary pileup on a Texas highway, we'll give you the details next on Murrow News 8. House prosecutors wrapped their second day of arguments against Donald Trump's impeachment trial Thursday night. They insist that those who participated in the insurrection were doing so based off of the president's orders, according to the Associated Press. The former president's defense will begin today with the chance of receiving a vote this weekend.
According to USA Today, federal authorities continue the pursuit of organized groups within the violent mob that stormed the U.S. Capitol in January. 5 suspects are being charged with conspiracy and a number of other offenses. Authorities believe the suspects were directly involved in the deadly attack on the Capitol and were in contact with the leaders of the extremist group, the Proud Boys. Budget impacts have led to a change for WSU campus parking lots, but parking tickets are still being handed out. I spoke with Transportation Services to learn more.
Online, the WSU community isn't filling the halls and walkways of campus as much as they usually are, but notably, they aren't filling the parking lots. Cody Wilson for Transportation Services has something to say.
So all of our revenue, we have to create that. So, and how we do that is through permit sales and permit fees and fines, if you will. But that's permit sales, which is the vast majority of our revenue.
As you can imagine, permit sales dropped the past couple of semesters. So to save expenses, Transportation Services decided to close the gravel lots on campus and to reduce the snow maintenance in the open ones.
The whole plan was to eliminate expenditures where we could.
As you can see behind me, parking lots here on campus are a little emptier this semester due to COVID. So you may think you could get away with not paying and you may not be ticketed, but that's not the case. Student enforcement officers like David Thompson are still out here doing their jobs. So they encourage student, faculty, and staff to keep paying for parking or else they'll be fined.
At the end of the day, it's, I think, $50 for a permit hit and like $20 if you get caught in here. So I just see the $2 just saving you every time. I really don't think too many lots are closed. You can still park in the big lot and in all the garages and pay online. I think there definitely needs to be more like parking's initiative to tell people how to pay.
And how to pay is pretty simple. Anyone who wants to park in the campus parking lots can either buy an annual or daily permit at the Transportation Services website, or they can use the AMP Park mobile app from the App Store. You can find out which lots you can still park in on campus at Transportation Services website. And remember, it may seem like you won't get ticketed because not many people are around, but you still need to pay for parking. This is Ava Wainhouse, Murrow, News 8.
According to CNN, there has been 6 reported dead and at least 36 taken to the hospital in a vehicle pileup in Fort Worth, Texas, Thursday morning. Weather conditions of freezing rain and sleet around the Dallas-Fort Worth area was a factor of the wreck on I-35. The pileup involved 75 to 100 cars. The crash was on several reported in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and the area is under a winter weather advisory until 6 p.m. due to ice accumulation.
Pullman is no stranger to the cold temperatures and icy roads. Here's Korea Pounds with the weather.
Thanks, Ava. So obviously I want to first start out with this degree here. 10 is the low. Obviously we have some snow in the forecast, which means some icy road conditions heading into your commute tomorrow morning. We have that wind of 22, so if you're going outside tonight, it's going to be very chilly. I would suggest packing on an extra coat. Heading in across the state of Washington as we move along, tomorrow we have a low of 13, high of 19. Going to be very cold as well. Wind chill is about 8 miles per hour, so it's going to be very cold. I would suggest taking a little time in your morning commute to go to your jobs, or just stay inside, probably about one inch on the ground as well. Heading into the state of Washington across, we have Olympia and Seattle getting some snow for the first time all year, highs in the 30s for them, about 1 to 3 inches. As we move across the state, go down to Yakima, we have 25, high of 25, low of 18, getting some snow. And then finally, as we head into the eastern part of Washington, we have some very cold temperatures for both Pullman and Spokane. Pullman, high of 28, low of 10, and then Spokane, high of 21, low of 6, very cold in Spokane. Now, as we look into the 5-cast, Friday, I obviously mentioned that it's going to be very cold, very cold, low of 13, very icy on the roads. Heading into Saturday, heading into your 3-day weekend, high of 21, low of 13, going to get some more accumulation of snow on the ground, which makes it perfect for Sunday, which is Valentine's Day. We can make some snow angels on the ground. We have a high of 25, low of 21. And then President's Day on Monday, high of 33, low of 27, going to be very cold as well, but temperatures will be rising. And then heading into Tuesday as we start the week again, high of 35, low of 27. A lot of snow coming on the ground, so I would suggest maybe taking some more time in terms of getting some more time for your car in the morning, and also maybe just try to get, maybe make some snow angels as well as Tuesday as well. I would suggest making snow angels because I love the snow around this time of year. 35 for Tuesday, low, and then 27 for Tuesday. And that is going to be it. Thank you guys, and back to you.
Thanks, Korea. Up next, Cougs basketball and their tough test tonight. Also, why Mariners fans should have hope for their upcoming season. Stay with us here on Murrow News 8.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment.
He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching.
That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
WSU men's basketball is looking to rebound after a close loss against Oregon State. The Cougs open up a 5-game homestand against number 24 UCLA. The Cougs will look to get a better performance from senior guard Isaac Bonton. Bonton struggled in the last game, going 2 of 14 from the field and scoring only 7 points. UCLA is also looking for a rebound after a disappointing loss against crosstown rival USC in their last game. Tip-off at Beasley is scheduled for 8 p.m. While pitchers and catchers don't report until next Wednesday, Mariners fans already have a reason to celebrate. Baseball America has ranked the Mariners as the #2 farm system in all of baseball. The Mariners have 5 of the top 100 prospects in all of baseball. That includes Julio Rodriguez and Jared Kelenic, who rank 3rd and 4th respectively. Pitchers Logan Gilbert and Emerson Hancock feature in the top 100 as well as shortstop Noelvi Marte. Take cover, this company is coming after everybody on Twitter.
What? That was like, okay. No, it's okay.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on.
Do not know.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Wendy's annual National Roast Day is today, and companies on Twitter are scared for what Wendy's has in store for them. From companies like Emory and Reddit to users such as Cash and Paul Wall, popular corporations and people on Twitter have asked Wendy's to give them their best in roasting them.
Thanks for watching. If you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpd.org/mn8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter.